Hello, another Wednesday with Pastor Mark from the Word of Life Fellowship Church here in Omaha, Nebraska. I just have a very quick, short word for you today. Hopefully it's encouraging to you. It's from 3 John, 3rd, 1, 2, 3, 3 John, chapter 1, the 11th verse. Excuse me. I'm reading from the New International Version today. And John, in his writing in this brief letter to his friend and brother in Christ, Gaius, is the man's name. You find that in verse 1. But here in verse 11, he says, "Dear friend, do not imitate that which is evil, but that which is good. Anyone who does what is good is from God. Anyone who does what is evil has not seen God. Imitate that which is good. Don't imitate that which is evil." Imitate. Pretty simple, isn't it? Don't imitate that which is evil. Imitate that which is good. In this life that we live, there are a lot of things, especially in this modern era that we live in, with video and cell phones and streaming and social media and 50 years ago it was radio, television, and billboards and magazines. Now, I don't know if I know anyone personally that subscribes to a magazine where they actually get it in the mail, except me. I don't like reading my a publication online. I want to physically hold it. I want to turn the pages. I've never read a book online. I have read excerpts online. I have, when looking at like a review or something of a book online and see a few pages of it, I have read that. But the actual book, I want to hold it. I want to have it. I want to put it on a shelf. That's me. Well, what does that have to do with not imitating evil and imitating that which is good? Well, if you follow what I'm saying is we're bombarded, absolutely bombarded on every side, almost every hour of the day, from some kind of media. I don't mean the news, but you might be. I have a cousin, love him dearly. When he wakes up in the morning, the news is on his television. In fact, I think we stayed there a couple of days with him one time. I think he left the thing on all night long, and it was just playing the news. I don't know if that's true. I'm trying to remember. I remember it was on when I woke up, and it was on when I went to bed, and it never changed. We didn't change the channel. It was only the news. Some people like that. I like a little bit of silence sometimes, so throughout the day, generally, I don't have the thing even on. I do look at my laptop. I do sometimes stream things that I'm interested in to get some ideas, whether it's recipes, how to smoke a ribs, or whatever. That's me. And so when I see something that I like, for example, about 3 years ago, it was 3 years ago, I was watching a recipe on gumbo. It was a sausage, chicken, and shrimp gumbo. The trifecta, if you please. And I was in the mood for some gumbo, and I started watching a few recipes, some people cooking them online. I came across this fellow. I don't remember his name. He owned a restaurant. He was a professional cook, and he was sharing his recipe for gumbo. And as I watched it, it not only looked good, but what he was putting in it, it sounded good. It was similar to most, a little bit different than some. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. And so I imitated what he did. And the result turned out really good. In fact, it was good enough that 6 or 7 months later, I made it again, and it was just as good. And then I made it again, but this time I didn't have the shrimp. I just had the sausage and the chicken, and it was also very good. So in imitating what he did, the result that I had was good. Those of you watching and listening, you're intelligent enough. You're already where I'm going with this. I believe that you are probably. In this life, we see things, we hear things, and we're influenced by what we see, what we hear, and what we see others do that we either respect or we give them enough credit that we listen to what they say, emulate what they're doing, so forth and so on. In this world, there is a lot of evil. And there is a lot of evil that is outright evil, and everybody knows it. And then there's a lot of evil that is a little bit disguised. Do not imitate that which is evil. If you see someone hurting someone else, putting someone down, talking negative things, railing on someone in a negative way, don't imitate that. Don't do that. If you see someone building someone up, maybe somebody screwed up, but instead of pounding on them and hitting them over the head, as it were, with a proverbial hammer of words, they try and build them up to encourage them to do better next time. Imitate that. Don't imitate the beatdown. Don't imitate lying, stealing, adultery, murder. Don't imitate people that have idols in their lives, whether it's sports figures or money or things or the cares of this world or deceitfulness of riches. Don't imitate those things. Imitate Christ. Imitate goodness. So, dear friends, sorry I have to hold it out here where I can read it. I don't have my glasses on. Do not imitate what is evil, but what is good. Anyone who does what is good is from God. Anyone who does what is evil has not seen God. Even if you think that person is a Christian, you see and hear something that maybe isn't quite right. John writing here says they haven't seen God. They don't know who he is. They're trying to find him still. Imitate that which is good. So that is my word to you today. Imitate what's good. I try and emphasize the positive generally, and so I don't want to overemphasize the evil part of that. I think we can all fill in the blanks. We can all sort out in our minds what's evil versus what's good. Well, God bless you. I hope the rest of your day is really good, and hope to see you Sunday morning at 10:30 at the True by Hilton, 72nd and Haskell, right here in Omaha. God bless you. Have a good day.